Hi guys, today I'll be taking a look at a long throw 4K projector from NexiGo. This is the TriVision Ultra, a portable DLP projector with an impressive spec, providing stunning picture quality with vibrant colours. Details are in the description below, including purchasing links. So I'll be testing it out to see how good the picture quality is, seeing how good the performance is with my gaming consoles, as it has HDMI 2.1 ports, highlighting any pros and cons to give you a better idea if it's worth getting or not. But before I begin, if you're new to the channel, hope you can support me by subscribing and hitting the bell icon to get notified of my next release. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. First, let's take a look at what you get inside the box. You get a NexiGo calibration report. Underneath this, you have an envelope containing a cloth for cleaning the lens and some documentation. Removing the foam, you have the projector covered in a white plastic cover. Removing the foam, you have two AAA batteries, a remote control, a power cable with a kettle connector, and finally a power adapter with a DC connector. Taking a closer look at the projector, it's black all over with the NexiGo branding on the front embossed in gold, with a large lens in the middle which has a gold printed circle around it, together with an eye protection sensor and an autofocus camera sensor. It weighs around 5.2 kilograms, and I've added the dimensions on the screen to give you an idea of its size. It has a sleek minimalistic design with a matte black finish all the way round, with a handle at the top, making it convenient when you're moving it around. On the sides you have your speakers together with air vents which curve around to the back. At the back along the top you have your ports, which consists of a DC power input, two HDMI 2.1 ports, with the first one supporting eARC and the other one says game, a USB-A port, a 3.5mm audio output, a digital audio output, a LAN port and an infrared sensor. Coming over to the top and underneath the handle you have a glossy area with Dolby Audio and Dolby Vision written on it, and you have a selection of controls. Coming underneath and you have 4 height adjustable feet with rubber on the ends, plus there's a mounting point at the center. The projector has a basic OS which allows you to make adjustments to the settings, but there's no streaming apps or Android TV interface, but you do have a compartment underneath where you can install an Amazon Fire Stick, helping to keep things nice and tidy so you can use that for your streaming services. All you have to do is remove the 2 screws, and this allows you to take off the grill mesh, then connect the Fire Stick to the HDMI 3 port together with a micro USB cable, and then slot the Fire Stick neatly into position, and you can then just reattach the cover with the 2 screws. Startup isn't bad at 42 seconds from either a cold or warm boot up, and noise levels are minimal at around 44 decibels, with ambient noise levels in my room being 41 decibels. The TriVision Ultra uses DLP as its core display technology, paired with a tri-LED laser light source, which is NexiGo's unique engine, combining 6 light sources, so RGB laser and RGB LED, providing a wide color gamut from the laser technology with smooth, clear imaging and immersive viewing, with it capable of producing over 1 billion colors, covering an impressive 110% BT 2020 wide color gamut. It has a color accuracy with delta E around 1 for true to life visuals. The DLP technology helps to deliver a sharp 4K resolution, so 3840 by 2160, helping to give a precise speckle-free image with no color fringing, giving sharp and accurate edges with a high image quality. The lens has an estimated life of 25,000 hours, so theoretically, if it was used 4 hours every day, it could last around 17 years. The projector has 4 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage, and the interface is generally responsive when navigating around. There's no app store and it doesn't have any streaming services, so you do need to get a streaming device or use a gaming console. It supports Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.2. Now, as it has an Ethernet port, I was curious to see if you plug in an Ethernet cable into the projector, will the Amazon Fire Stick utilize the hardwired connection? But it doesn't, so personally I don't really see the point of having it. It has smart AI screen adaptation technology, providing auto screen detection and intelligent obstacle avoidance. It's not too bad, but I did find I ended up having to slightly tweak the keystone to get it more accurate. You can use the projector on a plain white wall, but for the best experience, it's definitely worth investing in a projector screen to enhance the whole experience. I'm getting a 90-inch projection at 8 feet 9 inches away, with the projector having a throw ratio of 1.27 to 1, with it capable of projecting from 80 inches to a massive 300 inches. I've added a table on the screen to give you a better idea of the distance and image sizes you could get. Now seriously, the picture quality from the TriVision Ultra is stunning, with a 4K 3840 by 2160 resolution, providing a 16 by 9 aspect ratio. On the 90-inch display, the picture quality looks incredible, giving a really impressive viewing experience when watching movies or TV shows. In terms of any rainbow effect or speckles, this was literally non-existent due to the hybrid light source. It has a full on, full off contrast ratio of 800 to 1 to 1500 to 1, and this is a measure of how well the projector can display deep blacks and bright whites. Brightness levels are around 2600 ANSI lumens, giving good brightness levels from its advanced laser technology lens, eliminating speckle for smooth and clear images. It supports Dolby Vision, HDR10+, HDR10 and HLG, giving vibrant cinematic visuals with richer colors. Now I've done a side-by-side comparison of picture quality in different lighting environments, so projecting onto my projector screen, and you can see the quality is awesome in a completely dark room and even with some ambient lighting on. Now in a bright room, the picture doesn't seem to fade and the quality is still good, with the picture not too washed out. Projecting onto a wall and the projector works really well in a dark room, with the picture quality still being sharp and clear with really good quality. And with daylight in the room, the picture still looks generally good, with it not too washed out, as the brightness levels from this are pretty good, but nevertheless it's still worth investing in a projector screen to get the best experience from the projector. The TriVision Ultra supports 24p and 50p movie modes, meaning it has the ability to handle 24 frames per second and 50 frames per second, together with it also supporting 3D, which includes the frame packing 3D, side by side and top and bottom formats. But NexiGo didn't provide me with any 3D glasses to test this out, so I can't tell how well that actually works. There's 7 image modes, so Vision Day, Vision Night, Vision Maker, Vision Bright, Gaming, Super Bright and Custom. Custom allows you to change your own settings, and Super Bright is for higher brightness levels. But when you select this, there's a few conditions you need to adhere to. Make sure the vents around the projector are not covered or blocked. The volume has to be below 40% and the room temperature has to be below 77 degrees Fahrenheit. I've done a side-by-side comparison of the 6 picture modes to give you a better idea of the differences. Picture quality slightly varies across the different modes, with them all generally looking good. For movies and TV shows, I personally preferred Vision Day and Vision Maker, as they both had a natural feel to it compared to the other modes, providing great colour and contrast levels. On to gaming, and I've connected the projector to my Xbox Series X, and you can see 4K 120Hz is selected, and looking in general 4K TV details, you can see everything is ticked, but it says Dolby Vision for gaming may experience issues like increased input latency with this feature enabled. Over to video mode, and the majority of options are ticked, so auto low latency mode and Dolby Vision, but not variable refresh rate. And worth noting, even though you can select the resolution of 4K 120Hz, it actually processes that down to 4K 60Hz, so it doesn't actually have a native 4K 120Hz support. For the best gaming experience, you have to select Enable Low Latency in the settings. This will enable the lowest latency to get more of an enhanced gaming experience. I did try with it off and Keystone enabled just to see what it was like, and in Gran Turismo 7 it didn't feel that smooth, with it being slightly stuttery, and with these settings I was getting an input lag of 34.3 milliseconds at 4K 60Hz, hence why it's definitely worth enabling it. But worth mentioning, when you do enable it, you can't use keystone correction, meaning you won't be able to have the projector at the side. Instead, you'll have to have it directly in front of where you're gaming, which is nothing new as it's similar to this on other gaming projectors too. With enable low latency turned on, input lag wise, you get around 4.2 milliseconds at 1080p 240Hz, 8 milliseconds at 1080p 120Hz, or 17.6 milliseconds at 4K 60Hz, which for a projector is actually pretty good and is generally good for all games too. I've played a number of different games on both my PlayStation 5 Pro and the Xbox Series X, and to be honest, the huge screen is seriously insane, giving an awesome immersive gaming experience with a picture looking incredible with vibrant colors and smooth gameplay with no stuttering. The input lag is more than sufficient for the majority of games, with this taking your gaming experience to an epic level on the big screen with its awesome picture quality. It also has motion estimation, motion compensation technology, or MEMC for short, and this ensures that even in fast scenes, the image is still clear and sharp, making it perfect for both gaming and watching movies or live sports events. The TriVision Ultra has two 15-watt speakers providing Dolby Audio and DTS Virtual X, giving a good audio experience, with it providing some depth to the sound with clear and cinematic audio, and you have a number of options available for the different audio modes, so movie, music, gaming and customized. It's definitely not as good as having a dedicated soundbar and subwoofer or even a complete surround sound system to get a more immersive audio experience, but nevertheless it's pretty good. Have a listen to this. Onto the remote, which has a simplistic design with a good feel to it, with all the basic controls including an air mouse at hand, but the best thing about it is that it's backlit, so it lights up when there's a slight movement on it, making it perfect in a dark room. I didn't think it would work, but with the Fire Stick connected, intermittently I found the projector's remote was able to navigate around the Fire Stick interface, but it was a bit strange how this was working, as sometimes I had to use the Fire Stick remote to start up an app, and then after that, for some reason, the projector's remote started working. So a little bit strange functionality, but once it started working, it was really useful just having one remote to make all changes with. So in summary, NexiGo have done really well with their TriVision Ultra. Picture quality is really impressive, providing excellent contrast levels together with a detailed and sharp picture quality, providing an excellent viewing experience with great sound quality from the inbuilt speakers. It has easy portability too, with it having a built-in handle. Gaming wise, it performed really well with it having HDMI 2.1 ports, providing a low latency, giving smooth gameplay with no stuttering. But remember, even though it says it supports 4K at 120Hz, it's actually capped at 4K 60Hz. It's perfect for gaming with a controller, but probably not suited for sim racing. As for the best experience, you'll have to place the projector at a distance directly in front, so not ideal as your rig would get in the way. So a good alternative would be the NexiGo Aurora Pro Mark II ultra short throw projector, but nevertheless the big screen gaming experience was awesome. Price wise, I'd actually say it's quite competitively priced at just under $1,500. Negatives wise, it would have been nice if it actually came with a built-in Android TV interface, or even if they provided an Amazon Fire Stick instead of you having to purchase this separately, but that's not a big deal as you can pick up the Fire Stick quite cheaply. It would have been nice if the power brick was built into the projector, but a lot of projectors of this size have separate power bricks, and I felt the throw ratio was slightly big, so you do have to have it at quite a distance to get a 100-inch projection. So if you do plan to get this projector, just measure things out beforehand so you don't get caught out. But nevertheless, these are quite minor things and not a deal breaker in any way, as this projector really is awesome. So there you have it, you've come to the end of another video, and I hope it's helped anyone thinking of purchasing this. Details are in the description below, including purchasing links. And if you have any questions on this, let me know in the comments below. For those of you who've got to the end of this video, please leave a comment with TriVision, as it's awesome to see who's got to the end of my video, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Follow me on all my socials, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to be notified of my next release. Thanks for viewing, and see you in the next one.